Hi guys, welcome back to another video on J&J Footy Vlogs. Today we've got the Premier League predictions, game week 3. The scores on the doors are me on 15, Jack on 13 and the guests on 12. Today we've got Palace Mad Mason, Palace fan. We're going to put his channel below. Please do subscribe to him. Great content he has on the match days at Palace, so let's get into it.
Starting off in North London, Tottenham against Wolves. Wolves aren't looking good. Obviously 1 point out of 6 against Leeds and Fulham. Leeds and Fulham, possible contenders to get relegated. So only getting 1 point is not great for Wolves. Tottenham obviously getting a point at Chelsea, great result. And 4-1 thrashing against Southampton. I think it won't be a thrashing. I'm going Tottenham 2, Wolves 0.
Moving on to the 12:30 game on Saturday, it's Tottenham v Wolves. Spurs obviously getting great draw at Chelsea and Wolves disappointing draw against Fulham. So I do think Spurs are going to win this one. So I'm going to go Spurs 2, Wolves 0.
Hello, Palace fan Mason here. So the first game is Tottenham against Wolves, the early kickoff at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, will this game affect Tottenham because Antonio Conte will not be in a dugout after he got a red card against Chelsea? No, I don't think it will. Wolves, you know, they haven't had the best of starts. You'd think when they played Leeds and Fulham, you'd think they'd get more than just 1 point out of a possible 6. Do I see it getting much better for them? No. I don't think it will, if I'm honest with you. And I think this will be a game where new Tottenham signings can shine, like Bissouma, Richarlison. I think it'll be a great opportunity for them. I'm going to go for Tottenham 2, Wolves 0.
Palace against Villa. I think this would be a tight game. I don't think there'll be many goals. I'm going Palace 1, Villa 1.
Moving on to my boys, Palace v Villa. Obviously a great draw for us at Anfield and Villa beating Everton. So I do think it is going to be a close game. So I don't really know what way to put this. I'm going to go straight down the middle. I'm going to go Palace 1, Villa 1.
Time for the game with my club. Crystal Palace against Aston Villa at Selhurst Park. Now, I think this is going to be a Palace win, and I'm not being biased. I genuinely think this is going to be how it pans out, because Crystal Palace just got a brilliant point at Anfield. Okay, Aston Villa got their first win of the season against Everton, but you know, Aston Villa was looking quite shaky in that game from time to time. And new signing from Sevilla, Diego Carlos, is out with an injury. I think it's his Achilles, I'm not too sure. But he's out injured. And I don't know with this one. I just think that Crystal Palace will have the upper hand. I think they'll start off well. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Palace win. Same scoreline as the Tottenham game. Crystal Palace 2, Aston Villa 0. Especially how, apparently, I'm just going this based off my fantasy team, Philippe Coutinho might have a slight risk of not playing as well. So, 2-0 to Palace.
Everton against Forest now. I think, again, it will be a tight game. Not many goals. I'm going to go for Everton 0, Forest 1.
The next game is at Goodison Park, Everton v Nottingham Forest. I said to you guys, Forest were going to win against West Ham, and they did. So I think this game, and Everton obviously lost to Villa in the last game, so I'm going to go Everton 1, Forest 1. I just think Forest are going to get a good point away at Everton, so 1-0.
Okay, Everton against Nottingham Forest. Quite a unique game. Obviously, any game with Nottingham Forest is unique because I haven't been in the Premier League for a long time. Everton haven't had the best of starts as well. They're on 0 points. Nottingham Forest picking up their first win of the season against West Ham, and I think Nottingham Forest will carry this on. And also, Everton don't have the best of form at home against new promoted teams. Remember when they lost 2-0 to Norwich a couple of seasons ago? They drew 2-2 Watford when they first come up in 15-16. They've got a bit of a record of not doing very well against new promoted sides at home. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1.
Fulham against Brentford. Obviously Brentford are thrashing against United 4-0. So I'm going to go with a Brentford win, but it will be close. I'm going Fulham 1, Brentford 2.
Next game's the West London derby, Fulham v Brentford. Fulham obviously getting a good point away at Wolves, and Brentford, what a win against Man U, 4-0. I don't know what way to go, because Fulham are at home. I do think they're going to edge it, so I'm going to go Fulham 1, Brentford 0.
Okay, bit of a London derby here, bit of a West London derby. Fulham against Brentford. I think this is going to be a bit of a goal fest. Fulham, when they were last at home, looked very good going forward against Liverpool. Against Wolves, they looked okay, not the best. Brentford, though, coming off of the back of a brilliant win against Manchester United last time out. I want to go for 2-2. I think both defences will be caved open, but the attack will be absolutely wild. Fulham 2, Brentford 2.
Leicester against Southampton. I think this will be a one-sided game. Jamie Vardy loves a goal against the Saints, so I'm going Leicester 3, Southampton 1.
Moving on to the next game, it's Leicester v Southampton. Leicester lost 4-2 to Arsenal, and Southampton got a decent point against Leeds. I think they were 2-0 down. So I do think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to go Leicester 2, Southampton 1.
Leicester against Southampton. Another 9-0? I'm only joking. It's not going to be 9-0. Leicester against Southampton, right? I just think it's only going to go one way, in the favour of Leicester. Leicester have only picked up 1 point out of possible 6 against Brentford and Arsenal, and they have scored 4 goals in 2 games combined. Quite shocking, to be honest. Southampton have only picked up 1 point against Leeds and Tottenham put together. 2 teams that haven't started the season very well, but because Leicester are at home and they're going to demand more out of their own team than probably Southampton will, because obviously Leicester have higher aspirations than Southampton going forward, I'm going to go for Leicester 3, Southampton 0. I just think it'll be a one-sided fixture, probably game over by half-time, I'd say.
Bournemouth against my club Arsenal. We will score goals. Jesus is on fire. Martinelli's on fire. Odegaard's playing well. Saka's playing well. We will score more than 2 goals in this game. I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 4.
Moving on to the 5:30, it's Bournemouth v Arsenal. I do think it's going to be a close game. I don't think Arsenal are going to walk over them, but I do think they just got a bit too much quality. So I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 2.
Okay, and now we have the half-5 kickoff. AFC Bournemouth against Arsenal at the Vitality Stadium. One way. Listen, right. Bournemouth started the season well against Aston Villa, the one that I got right on my own channel. But they got absolutely pummeled against Man City 4-0. It just goes to show when they're really put to the test, they crumble. Arsenal having the best start possible, really. 6 points out of possible 6 against Crystal Palace and Leicester put together. I think it's going to be another Gabriel Jesus masterclass. He contributed in all 4 goals against Leicester last time out, and he'll contribute to most of them again. I'm going to go for Bournemouth. I'm going to say Bournemouth are going to score. Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 3. That's how I think the game will pan out there.
Leeds against Chelsea. I think obviously Tuchel won't be on the sidelines, so Leeds do have a bigger chance. I don't think it'll be enough. I still think Chelsea will win. Leeds 0, Chelsea 2.
Moving on to the games on Sunday, starting off with Leeds v Chelsea at Ellen Road. Obviously, Ellen Road should be rocking like it always is. And Chelsea are very disappointed with their point against Spurs. So I do think it's going to be a close game. So I'm going to go Leeds 1, Chelsea 1.
Okay, so for the first of the 3 Sunday games, The first of the 2 o'clock kickoffs, Leeds against Chelsea at Ellen Road. Leeds have actually had, surprisingly, a good start to the season. 4 points out of a possible 6 against Wolves and Southampton, but this is the first big test of the season for them. Chelsea have got off to the same sort of start, 4 points as well. So both teams with 4 points. Chelsea playing Everton and Tottenham, so they've been already played quite hard sides. I think Leeds will stay in the game until probably the 70th minute. I think it will be Leeds 1, Chelsea 2. I reckon it's going to be a tighter game than most people are expecting. I don't think Leeds are going to get a thrashing, but they're going to have their first defeat of the season. So Leeds 1, Chelsea 2.
West Ham against Brighton now. Now Brighton have a good record against West Ham, so I'm going to go with a Brighton win. And West Ham having a good start to the season, so I'm going to go West Ham 1, Brighton 2.
Moving on to another 2 o'clock game on Sunday, it's West Ham v Brighton. Brighton drawing to Newcastle, West Ham losing to Forest unluckily. So I'm going to go West Ham 1, Brighton 2.
Okay, the other 2 o'clock kickoff, West Ham against our rivals Scum FC, or Brighton, as most people would know. I think this is going to be one-way traffic. West Ham have only got, they're on 0 points, and they're in the Conference League. They're going to be hoping to finish in the top half at least. They need to get a win, and fast. And against Brighton, it's a brilliant opportunity. Brighton have looked okay. I feel ill, but Brighton have looked okay this season. But I just feel against Newcastle last time out, they were going back to their old ways, missing chances in front of goal. And I think it'll pan out the same way here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 West Ham win. West Ham 2, Brighton 0.
Newcastle against Man City. This is going to be a good game. Definitely worth a watch. It's going to be entertaining. I'm going to go Newcastle 1, City 2.
Moving on to Newcastle v Man City at St James's Park on Sunday. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going to go Newcastle 1, Man City 2.
And then the 4:30 kickoff on the Sunday, Newcastle United against Manchester City at St James's Park. Listen, right, I think it's going to be a bit of a shock on the cards here, but I still think Man City are going to win. Now that sounds like I've got a brain like mush banana, but the thing is, right, Man City only winning by 1 goal these days is considered a shock, I would say. I'm going to go for, it's only going to be a Man City 1-0 win. And I'll tell you why, because Newcastle defensively are a bit more solid. I mean, especially with Nick Pope in goal. I mean, his performance against Brighton was extraordinary. And I think it'll pan out the same way here, but he might let 1 goal in because Man City's attack is brilliant. 1 goal from Erling Haaland. Newcastle United 0, Man City 1.
Man U against Liverpool. This is a big game. Both teams haven't started well, which is surprising, especially for Liverpool. But I am going to go with a Liverpool win. Salah will score 2. I'm going Man U 1, Liverpool 4.
Moving on to the last game is Man U v Liverpool on Monday night. Liverpool obviously drawn to Palace, and Man U came fresh to Brentford 4-0. I do think Liverpool are going to win it, so I'm going to go Man U 0, Liverpool 3.
And then to finish off my predictions, is probably the biggest game of the weekend / game week because it's on the Monday night. Manchester United against Liverpool at Old Trafford. Obviously, Man United absolutely seething with their owners, the Glazers, and I think it's not going to be a good game out there for them. Liverpool yet to win this season. but at least they have 2 points on the board. Manchester United have nothing. Against Brighton and Brentford put together, no points. Against Fulham and Crystal Palace put together, Liverpool have 2 points. Still not the ideal start for Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, especially how I predicted they're going to win the league, but they're going to beat Man United here, and it's going to be convincing. It's going to be a convincing win. I think Man United will score because of the nature of the game, but I'm going to go for Manchester United 1, Liverpool 3. That's being generous, lads. That's being very, very generous. That's the end of my predictions. Go subscribe to Palace Mad Mason. It's been a pleasure filming for you guys on JJ Footy Vlogs. I'll hope to be on this channel at another time. But like, share and subscribe to their channel and my channel if you can. Goodbye, guys.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do put in the comments below what you think your team's prediction's going to finish, or what you think the games are going to finish. A big thanks to Palace Mad Mason for coming on, and again, please do subscribe to him. He's got some great content. Until next time, guys, see ya.